What's going on, everyone? Just wanted to give you guys an emergency update on Bbig or Vinco Ventures stock because today was, well, a bit of a red day. Now, the overall market is experiencing some turmoil because Russia is likely getting close to invading Ukraine. The SPY dropped because of that news, and Bbig and pretty much every other stock, besides stocks that benefit from that news, followed. So pretty much every stock crashed. Well, didn't crash, but went down today. You know what I mean? So I want to give you guys an update on Bbig, see what the whales are doing, do some updated TA, to give you guys peace of mind going into this weekend. So first things first, the promotion from Moomoo where you deposit $1 to get up to $7,000 in free stock. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, Moomoo, for sponsoring this video. Moomoo is a licensed FINRA broker that does absolutely zero payment for order flow, and they also have this amazing stock brokerage promotion where, again, you deposit $1, you get up to $7,000 in free stock. You also get an extra share of AMC if you deposit $100, so that's the cherry on top. But I think this promotion's even better. People have got an Apple. You can potentially get Amazon. Maybe someone's got it. I haven't heard of it yet. But yeah, guys, it's up there. All you got to do, deposit $1. So check it out. Links are below. Getting into the technical analysis here on Market Cipher, Bbig has been essentially following this uptrend. So this yellow line right here, we'll make it a bit smaller so you can see the price action. But yeah, it's been following this uptrend ever since. It had obviously this gamma squeeze on the January monthly expiration. We have the February monthly expiration coming up next week, which could give us some extra volatile juice coming in here. Now, if we're looking at Market Cipher, it appears that we're going to get a nice buy signal very, very shortly for Bbig. Now, according to this trend line, it looks like you might be able to snipe it for as low as $3.08 before it starts moving back up. It's already starting to calm down a bit. The 30-minute just gave the buy signal, so we'll see how that plays out. So 320 might be a new solid level for Bbig. I also believe that on the Fibonacci retracement, it is getting to this level. So yeah, 316 where it bounced off of is the support level for Bbig. It slightly went below there, but we'll see. We'll see. If it goes below 316, and it breaks below, it can go to 308. But guys, I think it might come. I think it's likely to come back up soon based off of the technicals. The uptrend is still intact. And must I remind you guys of the weekly chart where we are still oversold. There's still tons of momentum. VWAP's pointing up there. So it's looking good, obviously, on the weekly chart. I have to always remind people the daily VWAP's pointing down, meaning that we might go flat very, very shortly. But again, it can change in a blink of an eye, and then the 4 hours also playing out. So the most likely scenario here based off the technicals is that we do come back down to this line, likely on low volume, and then we will see a spike up and will probably be validated by the whales. Moving into the short squeeze analysis, Bbig is number 3 on the short squeeze leaderboard. Their Ortex data is also getting juicy again with a 283% average cost to borrow right there. Everything else pretty much the same. We haven't seen a major amount of return shares like we were seeing next week. We're still high on that short squeeze leaderboard. We're still a threshold security as marked by the T. So everything is the same in terms of the short squeeze thesis. Fintel marks that not many shares are available to be shorted. The borrow rate's coming up on Fintel as well. And the short volume ratio is well above 40, which means that there could potentially be a short squeeze. We're still waiting on new failure to deliver data. Now getting into the juice, we're looking at the Bbig whale call option and put option flow. We're using 10K premium or more. We'll do a quick refresh here to see if any new whales have come in. There's only about 10 minutes until market close. So there were more puts being bought than calls if we're just looking at ask side only right here. And it was about 50-50 in terms of the bullish and bearish premium. So it is pretty split, and a lot of puts did come in the second half of the day with this new news, the Ukraine and Russia news. Obviously, we can do calls and ask and bid side on to see if more whales are buying or selling. And we pull up the charts right here. More whales are, in fact, selling. And the theme of today was just de-risking, again, because of what happened to the S&P 500. There's just de-risking market-wide. I wouldn't say this is BBIG exclusively seeing a lot of de-risking, and that's why we're seeing the price come down. That is likely why we are down 4% today. I also wanted to briefly go over this option chain right here. So on February 11th, the weekly expiration, which is today, they managed to get the 3.5 and the 4s out of the money, those call options. So that's about 40,000 call options there that are going to be expiring worthless today. Unfortunate. You hate to see it, but there's still a nice, juicy option chain for next week. Not as much open interest at the 3.5 strike price, but tons of open interest, a nice little gamma ramp there for next week. So there is a potential gamma squeeze juice, a gamma squeeze push that we could be getting into next week. We're actually coming up here a little bit into close, so that is very good. Looking at the historical flow, call option volume came down again today, so definitely not as many buyers today with the news. And the biggest option trades of the day were selling of a put option for 45,000 in premium, buying of call option for 45,000 in premium right there, selling of a call option. So there's the de-risking going in, and then another selling a call option right there. Some selling of puts. The bullish bets were mostly selling of puts, as you guys can see, and then buying of call. One call for 45K was the next biggest bullish bet right there. So that's very interesting. Definitely a lot more bid side volume in general. Again, the theme of the day was just de-risking. Looking at the max pain for today, it was 3.5. So it leaned towards the put side since we expired under 3.5 today, but it did expire around the max pain figure. Next week is slightly higher, so there should potentially be more bullish momentum. There's definitely more puts expiring next week than calls, and max pain for next week is 4. So hopefully that helps bring us back up. Again, max pain is the strike price that would make the majority of calls and puts expire out of the money, and the market maker would get the most amount of rewards. They're also on that spike up that we saw the other day on February 8th and February 9th. There was tons of dark pool volume. The dark pool volume has subsided since then. Super interesting on that. And then we also have down here the gamma exposure. We have tons of gamma exposure starting at 3 up to 354. It slows down at 4, but we also have some good gamma exposure at 5. So next week should be very interesting, especially if we start trending upwards. The flow was not super bullish. I'm not expecting any big moves. If anything, I'm probably expecting some consolidation until then. But guys, that's all I really got for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you guys did. I hope things get better in the market. Obviously, there's inflation, there's the Fed, there's the war in Russia, all this uncertainty. It is what it is. We're going to be playing this every single day, so make sure you tune in to my market open live streams at 9:15 a.m. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Check out Moomoo using that first link in the description if you want up to $7,000 in free stock for depositing $1 on their platform. And if you want all of my buy and sell alerts every single day, you can't make it to the stream, but you still want the plays, you can check out the VIP trade alerts using that first link in the description below. Anyways, that's about it. I'm going to be signing off now. Have a great weekend, everyone. See ya.